Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul Acevedo, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hello.
Right on. And we are streaming Mercenary Kings for Xbox One. It's also on PlayStation 4. Is it on Switch? I bet it is.
Probably.
Probably. And Steam,
It's
of
also on
course.
Vita.
Ooh, even on Vita. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Picked Apart. That's very cool. Guys, if you cheer any amount, you will get free football emotes. So anybody who can do cheers on Twitch, it is a great time to do that.
Does football mean soccer?
Yeah, it probably does. Because, I don't know, it's got a little earth with a thing around it. Yeah, this game does look a lot like Metal Slug. Tyler claims it's a completely unique art style, but no, it's pretty Metal Sluggy.
I didn't say it was unique. I just said I liked it. I like it better than Metal Slug. Metal Slug's so busy.
Remember that signed deposition you turned in which you said that I, Tyler H. 1701, can find no resemblance between Mercenary Kings and Metal Slug?
Metal Slug.
It's a matter of
That's
public
right.
record, Tyler.
But look how good that helicopter looks. That's a good looking helicopter.
Definitely. And yeah, this is a little bit more stylized. It's not just a copy of Metal Slug.
And it doesn't play like Metal Slug in that it's not insanely unfair. And you just basically play to die over and over and over again.
Well, let's see how it goes. Yeah, so if anybody wants to try to get on the Cheers leaderboard, which is a way of donating to the stream, at least you'll get some cool emotes out of it. I mean, you'll get a little something special. So you got all these different characters. They have code names. I don't know about how that woman is drawn, but tree ent cards is I have no idea. This is a good intro though, with all the drawings and animation. Ew, that was gory. Guy got chopped in half, and you can see his guts.
Yeah, this game is sweet. It's probably Tribute's most comprehensive game.
What else have they done?
They've done Ninja Sankey and Curses and Chaos and Flint Hook. Flint Hook is pretty comprehensive. Yeah, Curses and Chaos is bad.
Not a good game. Yeah.
That's bad. Flint Hook is really good, and it's like a real game. Curses and Chaos isn't really a real game.
Agreed.
Ninja Senkai, I don't know how to say that.
Senki.
Sankey.
Yeah.
Is all right. It's simple, but it's hard, but it's like a simple concept, but it's all right. And that's right. You can actually Limited Run Games did a physical pre-order of this, so it's definitely on Switch. If it's not currently out, it will be coming out because Limited Run Games is doing a physical version for Switch.
Interesting. So it's got a bunch of tutorials you can read, and they're just readable, which is nice because if it was like videos, that can be really annoying. Y is melee, B rolls, right bumper to reload, and it even has quick reloading or whatever you call it. Active reloading, that's it. Inventory management, use left bumper.
Do you know if it's already out digitally, Brian, on Switch?
Yeah, let us know, Brian. By the way, doesn't this game support 4-player local co-op?
I don't know. I think so.
I believe it does. Let's get started. Mercenary Kings. Yeah, and here it is. It's 4-player split screen. The Mandrake Project.
In my PS4, I just have a little charger next to me. One of those 2 charger docks or whatever you want to call it.
Oh. Is it by Nyko or from whom?
I don't think it's by Nyko. Power A, maybe?
Oh. Power A's not bad either.
Yeah. It's real nice because I just pop one out and pop the other one in when it dies, which is, every couple hours on the PlayStation.
Yeah. If you actually use them, they die quick.
Yep.
Only us can get this guy back. Only we can get him back, that is. Codename Majestic. Yeah, so in case you didn't hear the news, guys, I've ordered some new glasses. I should get them in about 3 weeks. They're going to be green and black, and they're going to be transitions. They've got like digital screen protection and all that fancy stuff. All the fanciest stuff they offered for it, I selected it all because of the coupon I was using that made the lenses less. Okay, showing the same intro we already saw. Very bloody.
Where'd you get them from?
GlassesUSA.com.
Huh, never heard of it.
There's several sites like that, you know. And initially, I was going to use one that my mom had used, but they did not have a good deal on an individual pair of glasses. It was buy one get one free, and yeah, that can be a good deal. But I didn't want to spend like $300 and then get a free pair. I just wanted one pair for less. So. Oh, Brian used Zenny. Yeah, I also saw Zenny, but I didn't really look over it very much.
I used Costco.
For real?
Yeah, last time I got glasses. Maybe it was Sam's Club. I don't remember.
So they're not prescription, or are they just reading glasses?
Mm-mm. They have full prescription places. Or, what do you call optometrists? I don't know.
Optometrist?
I don't know if they're really optometrists. Isn't like optometrist like the actual doctor? And
No,
then there's like an obstetrician or something.
An obstetrician gynecologist, you say?
There's something. There's one of them is like a doctor, and one of them is just like a certificate to work at, like the Sears.
He kept trying to look at my vagina.
That's right. I was like, I just need glasses.
Yeah, the Switch Pro controller is good. I don't know why Brian thinks it's better than Xbox One controllers, but that is his opinion.
Yeah, I haven't used it, so I can't judge, but I would assume that based on what I've heard about the D-pad alone is not as good as the Xbox One or the DS4.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it, and it's fine, but I don't think it's like the standout controller. See the mini-map by pressing select. Your objective is marked by an X. You can move. Okay. Yep, there it is. So you have to deal with a big map. Some pretty
The
good
Xbox One
music.
controllers bumpers are so stiff.
I don't mind. I like the clickiness. Just try to create to open it. You can only carry a limited number of supplies in your backpack. Okay, how do I do
It's
that?
kind of nice. It is nice that all three controllers are pretty usable this generation.
Yeah.
Like the DS3 had some major issues last generation. Like the Xbox 360 controller was way better than the DS3.
But even then, it had the poor D-pad, unfortunately.
Yes, it did.
Press the left bumper.
But the triggers on the DualShock 3 were just awful.
So how do I use the item I've equipped? I see. Call Miss Zero
Yeah,
to tell
the battery life on the DualShock was bad.
Oh.
No doubt.
This game is complicated. It feels like an NES game, like G.I. Joe or something.
It's not. Yeah, I mean it's complex. It's not just like a run and gun shoot 'em up. There is stuff like that, but there's a large overworld type thing.
Alright, but you've already played it, so you can tell me what to do. Is that what you're saying?
I've only played a little bit. Yeah, you have to like choose missions and like choose your team, and you choose weapons, and all these things upgrade and stuff. I would just say maybe just go on some missions after you get a few things, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the hub world. The thing about the Switch Pro controller is you don't get it with the console. Like the DualShock 4 you get with the console, and the Xbox One controller you get with the console, and you have to pay like another $70 for the Switch Pro controller.
That's a good point. Oh no, I've got first aid. Lovely graphics in this game. Like the immediate background needs some parallax. It would look better if it had that, but I assume probably in other places there might be some parallax.
Yeah, I do not remember.
Let's see, what's that? Bronze coin. What does that do? Doesn't say.
There's a lot of stuff in this game. It's a very complex game for what you'd expect it to be.
Yeah, I'm impressed, but also for the stream, that's not great. It's okay.
Icky throwing shade. Just gotta charge it a few times and you'll be done with all the Switch games.
You tell him, Mickey.
That's right, Icky. We hate the Switch here. No Switch love.
Switch. I wouldn't mind getting one on Black Friday if I found a good deal.
They have a really good trading deal at GameStop, but you have to have a console worth trading in. But like an original PlayStation 4 will trade in for $250 towards a Switch.
Should I do that and then switch it and just get a Slim out of my original PS4? Because that still would be it. Or I could turn it into a Pro if I had an extra $100, right?
It doesn't. That's only towards the Switch. It's not towards other consoles.
But okay, let's say I trade it in and I get a Switch, then I can just turn around and return the Switch, right, for full credit?
I don't think that's how it works, but I don't
I
know.
I think it is. That's tempting because I've been wanting a Pro, so I could just get rid of my regular PS4, much as I love it.
Right.
Yeah. Can't really. I'm sort of trying to buy a car on this paycheck, like a used car from somebody. And if I do that, it will require all of my money. And also, unfortunately, my son Ethan is trying not to have to pay his rent that he knew he had to pay, and he knows is vital for us to be able to keep our apartment over the summer. So that's an issue. So yeah, I probably can't really do this PS4 Pro thing, but it sure would be nice. But yeah, trying to get a kid to pay rent, and my mom. This is how, I hate to say stupid, but my mom is not fully mature and smart about this. Like, she knows what kind of rent I need from him, and she supports him not paying his full share of the rent. And it's only 400 a month. Like, is that a ton of rent, Tyler?
Not a ton, but I mean, he
I
only
mean,
has like what, one room? Does he have his own bathroom?
no, he only has one room, but it's less than one third. We're a 3 bedroom apartment, and that's less than one third of the rent. I mean, rent and bills, because we're talking about like all the living expenses. So
Hmm.
rent and bills mixed together, it's less
Yeah, if you
than one
include
third.
like bills like internet
Yeah,
and heating and cooling and power, then yeah, 400's reasonable.
because exactly our power bill this month is $307. So
Wow.
yeah, sucks. Really sucks. A two bed. I mean, it's a 2-story apartment, so and our air
So cleaning
conditioner
it
isn't.
takes a lot of effort, yeah.
Yeah, and our air conditioner is not great. So thank you, picked apart. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, and mom wants him to only have to pay 200, and it's like, okay, but I need 400 to be able to pay for my exams and be able to keep the apartment and everything. Like, she really lets me down on intellectual matters sometimes. Like, she's not dumb, but she's been like a religious fundamentalist her whole life, and I think it's really dulled her critical thinking skills.
Do like evaporative coolers work where you are? Like how humid is it
Hmm.
down there?
It is a humid place.
Okay. Because those are so much cheaper than central air or just air conditioners, but
Interesting.
they don't work in humid environments because they're putting water into the air, and so it's
Ooh.
just going to make your life more miserable if you're in a humid environment.
I've heard they have like standing one room air conditioners. Is that a real thing? Like you put it on the floor and it's able to actually cool the air. It's not just a fan.
I have like a real air conditioner like that has Freon in it and stuff, and then you vent the hot air out the window. Yeah, I have one of those.
How
They
much does
work.
it cost?
That one was like $300 at Sam's Club.
See, we wouldn't be able to afford it. But yeah, they jack up the prices of power during the summer here. I don't know if they do that everywhere. I imagine any place that it gets hot they do.
I mean, it's not too bad here. Prices go way up because it's running way more, but I don't think they jack the prices up.
It's both things here. Like the per hour kilowatt per hour or whatever it goes up.
Hmm.
So they take advantage. It's a shame. There should be laws that make that unpossible, but there aren't. Unpossible. Yeah, but normally like in January, our power bill is probably like 150, and then more normally it's about 200, and then it was 250 last month, and then 300 this month because it does just keep getting hotter.
Wow. And you have like people in the house 24 hours a day, right? There's no time for you to like turn it up and not have to worry about cooling the house.
Yeah, and there's no turning off the air conditioner. Like I think I've talked about how difficult Lisa is about the air conditioning. But if it's any hot at all, she is very fussy, like a little child, and that's frustrating for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it to be. I like for it to be nice and cool, but if it's a little warmer, then okay, it's a little warmer. I'm fine. But her, no, she will lay there fussing, sit there
Hmm.
fussing, and she will make things unpleasant for me. So
Fans in the bedroom can definitely help, like blowing air on you at night to help cool down a little bit.
it's not enough. We've got a ceiling fan and we have another fan blowing,
Okay.
but it's
And I
not
know
enough.
you're in Texas. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to compare to most people. Brian could probably do a fair decent comparison in Florida, but like even here it doesn't get quite as hot and we don't have the humidity here.
Huh. That's interesting, Dre Blinken. That's a good price. Yeah, I mean, you guys who don't live like Icky, if he ran his air conditioner appropriately, he'd probably have like similar power things, based on his country's money. Icky
Yeah,
just like
but his money is like $25. He's like 3 million whatever's.
yeah, exactly. You send him $100, and that's all the money he needs for the rest of the year.
Right.
So
Like he can retire on like $600.
pretty much, pretty much. But yeah, he doesn't use it like Icky. Like I think he runs it at night or something, but he doesn't run it all the time. Poor guy. So I feel for him. I wish he lived in a place where he felt more comfortable being comfortable all the time. So that was a whole lot of talking just then. Oh my god, this game is complicated.
Yep.
Hire a few mercs online mode. So this is online multiplayer?
I think it is, yeah.
Wow. Does anybody else own this game in the audience on Xbox? Because you could join in if you wanted. Okay, we just made the game public.
Icky uses like 4 pennies of air conditioning every day.
Pretty much.
He turns it on for 6 minutes and like he stands over the vent and it blows on him and then he's like, alright, I've cooled enough.
Pretty much. You just gotta charge up that coolness. Hey Snux. Scott365, good to see you. Match the colors of your clothes with those of your weapons. Oh, you can customize all this stuff.
Yeah, there's lots of customization, lots and lots of like different things you do in this kind of like home base area in this hub.
This game's too deep, Tyler.
Yeah.
Shamefully, Chicago does not have an Xbox One. You should pick one up, Chicago. Okay, yeah, I really just... Tyler, where do I go to play?
One of them will send you out on, like you choose a mission. I think it's to the right, maybe by the helicopter or something, top
Okay.
right.
Yeah, there is a layer of parallax scrolling. See, like, the basic layer, I think, should be slightly behind you so that it's not the exact same layer all the time. And that would fix the flatness issue. But at least there is some parallax. That's better than none. Okay, helicopter. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, I can't take a mission yet.
Why?
Because I have to get the mission somewhere else. Maybe if I talk to this general guy.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Missions. Recruit. We'll do the recruit mission. Way to go, Thyrenia. Congratulations. Thyrenia is our most supportive female viewer and an all-around cool person, so we are always glad to see her win. Oh, I see. There's 3 Guns and Blades, a rescue mission. Alright, we'll do that. Get $500 reward. Yep, let's take it. Little late, Dark Six. Little late.
The structure is not bad. It lends itself to being very grindy, especially for the trophies and achievements, unless they've changed those. I remember the trophies were really bad on PlayStation. But the actual structure is kind of cool, especially if you're playing with other people. It's definitely a game that's meant to be played with other people.
Well, nice. And they facilitate that by supporting both online play and local split-screen co-op.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I definitely played online with people when I was playing, so yes, it absolutely has online.
Neat. Checking the oven.
And you do have timers in each level, which I don't like as much.
Oh, that's a shame. I see that
Actually,
now.
I don't know if it's always or if it's only a certain level type or something.
Yeah, this type certainly does have it. I like the active reloading, though. That actually is fun.
Yeah. Timers always just discourage exploration a little bit in my mind.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, God. Alright, so... those are bad guys? I didn't even know what they were. They're mandragoras or something.
Yeah, it's very
looks...
loot-based as well.
But you can only carry so much stuff, which I don't like.
Yeah, which is annoying. It's a game I need to spend more time with for sure, but it's definitely a game where you need to like actually dedicate yourself. It's not just a casual indie pixel art style game.
Yeah, and so I mean, the people who have the time for this, they're going to get a lot out of it, and that's good for them. For my own preferences, I probably would like it to be a little simpler, but that's okay. Every game can't be all arcadey, you know.
Yep, exactly.
Ah, I stabbed the
Hey,
crap out of me.
homie Drew. Gosh, it's hard to read that white. When they do
Jeez.
the white, Twitch should put the black outline around it, around the letters or something.
Agreed. Let's shoot this fox. Oh, and he dropped meat, but I can't get down there to get it, so what does it matter? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, Tyler. I've only got a few seconds to find this. Good to see you, homie Drew. Okay.
Dark mode. Isn't dark mode only in the the RSS Plus or whatever they call that, Twitch Plus?
Ah! Good question. Okay.
Oh yeah, the little women and the girls and the drills. Those are so cool. Some of
Yep.
the enemy stuff is really cool design.
Am I out of bullets? No, I'm not. Okay. Ah, she finally died. She was tough.
Yeah, they're pain. The game is not easy.
How do I get through this water, Tyler? There's water over here. Probably
I don't
die
know.
if I jump in it. Should I try jumping in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't die. Good. It's shallow water. Fabric. All this crafting junk. Backpack full. I don't like that!
Yeah, there's crafting. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. That's right. It's all coming back to me.
It's hidden depth.
Well, use something out of your backpack. Do you have like ammo or health or anything that you can use if you need it?
I'll look in a minute after I kill this guy. His shots go through this. Oh, it looks like your shots have a limited range. That's what it is.
I think so.
Okay, killed him. Weapon, C4, transceiver, or first aid. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could just not worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. How do I get up there to what that is? And what is it? It looks like
I don't
beer.
know what it is.
Oh, I guess it's nothing. It looks like beer. Hey, Platinum Ace Trick. Good to see you. Platinum Ace Trick is Masanda, I believe. Always nice to see you, bud. You haven't been chatting much, Masanda.
Oh, it's nothing. It looks like something.
Yeah,
oh,
really
I wonder
is.
if you have like full health or something. It's definitely like bottles or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, my health is not full, but who knows? So I can go up or down here. Let's go down, I guess. Ah, got stabbed. Maybe I'll just go off instead. I don't want to have to fight that drill goal. There's a health room. What does that do?
Oh. The animations are so good on this for a pixel game.
Yeah, it's quite lovely. I don't actually see anything I can do in this medical room, which is strange.
Can you like break the blocks?
Yeah, I'm shooting. There's nothing breakable.
Maybe Chicago knows more than I do.
Yeah, Chicago, let us in. Let us fill us in, Chicago. I've had a little bit to drink.
He's just laughing at the tissue next to the top bunk. I'm sure they just had a runny nose, Chicago.
Yeah, God, I have allergies, Chicago. Are you gonna laugh at me whenever I have to blow my nose?
And when you lie down, like your nasal drip all goes to your throat or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens.
It is the thing that happens. It's super annoying. It really is a good game, but there's absolutely a learning curve to it.
Yeah, a little too much of one, I would say. Like, ease us into this, man. Ease us in. It's not doing that.
Yeah, it's intimidating because it shouldn't launch you into the hub world. It should launch you into a tutorial level, and then let you be a little bit more comfortable with the game before it gets you to the hub world, because it does expect you to read everything about the hub world.
Yeah, have to absorb all that. Stabbed you to death. That's what you get.
Oh, the art is so good. I love the art style on this.
Agreed. There's some more of
So
those
much better
bottles.
than Metal Slug.
Nothing like Metal Slug, just like your deposition says, huh?
That's right.
I'm gonna run out of time because there. Oh, you know what? Does the map indicate where the hostage is? It does! I should have been using the map. I gotta get to the right. Oh god. Let's go do that.
No, Metal Slug's not better. Icky's just stuck in the early 1990s.
Pretty much.
Metal Slug just barely came out over there.
Yep, they're still listening to Bruce Springsteen. His 1984 album, it's new for them.
That's right. I still listen to Bruce Springsteen, but I know that he's old. Whereas Icky's like, have you guys heard of this new artist, Bruce?
He's all thrilled about it.
Poor Icky.
Robot snail.
I think he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
I don't like Metal Slug. I don't think it's as difficult as Metal Slug.
You don't like Metal Slug?
No. I mean, it's just dying and repeating over and over.
I mean, if you play on the easiest difficulty and you have, like, enough continues, it's quite doable.
Well, yeah, I've done that on them, but it's not that fun. You just, I don't know.
I find those games fun.
There's lots of secrets in it, too, I think.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Thank you for the cheers, homie Drew.
Appreciate it, homie Drew. So you get a football emoji, I think, because of Picked Apart's giveaway. Hopefully that's still going on. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't have a lot of time left. I hope I can actually do this. Yay, I got the hostage, and she's a babe, and she has breast bounce. Heck yeah. Go team.
So we should probably, I mean, we'll talk about it with Paul too, but what did everyone think of E3? Did anyone watch the E3 presentations? Or like the behind the scenes? I know Nintendo does the big treehouse thing, which shows off a bunch of other stuff beyond their like presentation video. Yeah, Microsoft's conference was the best. Their format, they've really nailed the format. I hope they stick with it. Like a little bit of talk here and there, but not a ton.
What are we talking about?
Lots of video games. We're talking about E3. I was saying Microsoft was probably the best, but PlayStation probably had the best exclusives.
I'm glad you can see that, Tyler, because there's people who were saying that Sony won or whatever, and it's like, actually, Sony and Nintendo didn't put on particularly good shows this year, and I mean, people should be able to be objective enough to recognize that.
Sony had a couple of nice surprises, especially since a couple of their surprises were actually exclusives. But Microsoft had like way more like surprises or first video footage of a game that maybe was rumored to exist, like things like DMC5 and Dying Light 2 and stuff like that.
And again, they had Battletoads, which for me is a big deal.
Yeah, but they didn't even show anything about Battletoads.
True.
They put up a couple of PowerPoint screens.
It's frankly shameful that they didn't release a Battletoads game 7 years ago. I mean, they've owned Rare for a long time.
Take more than 6 months to a year to make like a fun, light Battletoads arcade game.
Agreed. Alright, so I can upgrade my armor. Not enough materials. Dang it, so you need the crafting materials to get upgrades. Oh, that's annoying. What about her? Sell. I can sell things.
I felt like this E3, well, I don't know. There's a whole lot of games coming out in February of next year, January and February of next year, so that's before the next E3. I feel like E3's dialed it down a bit from like showing off games that are 5 years away. I mean, Halo and Gears are both a long time away. They didn't show anything from those besides a couple of cutscenes.
2 years at most, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
how?
It's not as long as it's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, think about Sony games. Like, when are we going to get Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, well, when are we going to get Scalebound?
Oh, Tyler, that's cold. That's real cold.
But
yeah, they should have just.
I think Sony's toned it down too.
This year, I think so. You're right. Last year, it was still the same old thing.
I don't think last year. I think 2 years ago was. 2 years ago was ridiculous.
Wasn't Shenmue last year?
No, it was 2 years ago
Oh,
with Final
okay.
Fantasy 7.
Yeah, I guess they're blending together in my mind then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scalebound, they should have just kept funding it and released it in whatever shape it was
Yeah.
in my
I
opinion.
mean, they keep giving Crackdown more chances, so like, why didn't
Yeah.
they just keep giving Scalebound more chances?
Dang it.
I
And I
mean,
mean, like,
Crackdown.
any
Go
kind of
ahead.
exclusive is better than, like, just not having exclusives, even if
Hmm.
it's not a great one.
Yeah. I feel like that's true, and I wonder if maybe Microsoft does not feel like that. They're like, we want our exclusives to be like getting 9s and 10s, and that's it. But I don't know, because Sea of Thieves and State of Decay sure didn't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you think real diehard State of Decay fans are happy with Part 2, or is it kind of generally just ambivalent reaction?
Um, I'm surprised that with as long as State of Decay 2 took, that it's not bigger and better than it is.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
I thought Microsoft would have funded it more. To me, it seems like Microsoft didn't do anything to help on the funding.
It doesn't feel that way. I mean, what do they have to show for all those years working on a sequel? Like, yes, it has a co-op mode, which the first game didn't, but
Mm-hmm.
plenty of games have a co-op mode after 1 or 2 years of development. I mean, how
Right.
dang hard is that?
Yeah. And they should be applauded for being able to release it at like a $30 price point, which is really very consumer friendly.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, the
But
price is good.
at the same point, like I think people would have much rather have taken a $60 game that was like a huge GTA style zombie game.
And with the amount of time they spent developing it, it should have been that big.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Forza sure looks good for those that like Forza.
Yeah, the only thing about Forza is it's hard to get excited about it because it's every 2 years. Like you always know now that there's going to be a Horizon or a whatever.
Yep.
Like, I mean, definitely I will get it, and I can get it for half off, which is nice. You know, or if I reviewed it for Co-Optimus, maybe I could get it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I did review Part 3 for Co-Optimus when Windows Central wouldn't let me review it,
Oh
even
yeah,
though
that's right.
even though I still worked there. Ah, and yeah, you can have so much fun with that game, but I know I can't be the only one who hasn't even finished with Part 3 yet.
Yeah, I mean, when you do annual releases, there's going to be fatigue. I know that Forza kind of has that every other year annual release, but still, there is a Forza game coming every year, even if the styles are different.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, if I've always suggested they should mix in a Project Gotham game and do it every 3 years instead of
Yeah,
every
wouldn't
two
that be
years.
cool? I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah,
The
because
games probably sell too well to risk messing with the formula.
let's see, it would give them more time to make each one actually special and allow people to actually
Mm-hmm.
miss the series. You know, that's
Right.
Assassin's Creed's big problem is nobody can miss it because it's annualized.
Exactly.
Yay! Thank you very much, Picked Apart. Picked Apart is really generous tonight. I very much appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, everybody should be as cool as him. He sets the standard today. And Homie Drew donated too. Thank you for that, Homie Drew.
And I gotta say, Devil May Cry. Like, I hope Devil May Cry 5 is good, but like, how has Capcom not received the feedback that people didn't like the DMC style?
Yeah, that is
Like,
a very good
everyone
question.
hates what DMC looks like, and so they just went with the same style.
Yeah, it's ugly, and that is a
It's real
shame.
bad.
Alright, so I think that I got everybody out of this part of the map. I need to go back. It looks like I did.
Did you watch all the major streams or presentations? I know you've been busy.
Yeah.
Actually, like last week was crazy busy for you.
Yeah, it actually would have been impossible for me, unfortunately. Like, I wanted to, but no. I mean, tonight I'm not even taking my Xbox to work. I'm just going to work on homework. Like, I have so much
Oh,
homework. You know, that's the thing. It's not just 10.5 hours of class and driving every day. It's also the homework.
right.
And it's very, very important to me, so I have to really prioritize it.
You said only 3 more days?
Yeah,
Or
only
3 more class days?
3 more class days. On Monday, Monday I will have worked the night before, so that's not great. And I still have to go to class for, like I said, 10.5 hours after that. And I have to perform a lesson plan for everybody.
Ooh.
So my lesson plan is going to be about personification and metaphors, because personification relies on metaphors. Ow. And these are techniques used primarily in poetry, but also in really any kind of creative writing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember what personification is,
I
T-Dog?
don't. It doesn't ring a bell.
Well, then allow me to refresh you. Personification is instilling an animate object with human qualities.
Oh, like
So,
Brave Little Toaster.
yes, that's actually anthropomorphication, I think is the word.
Okay.
But anyway, that's like a type of personification, so it still falls under that. But it's like if you say the wind. God, I can't think of an example on the fly. Somebody in the audience, give us an example of personification. But there's that famous poem by Emily Dickinson, I think. I could not stop for death, so he kindly stopped for me. It's making death into a person, even though death is not a person, you know? And so that
Ah,
technically is personification.
gotcha. Interesting. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, the lesson's going to be fun. We're going to do this poem, which I think is called The Wind by Robert Louis Stevenson. We're just going to go over that, and I'm going to have them, like, find the examples of personification, and then they're going to rewrite them literally. You know, like, rewrite the literal versions of what those things mean.
Hmm.
Whoa. Okay, we'll go in that after. I want to rescue this guy first. And anyway, on Friday, three people went and did their lesson plans, but they weren't due until Monday. So I would have done that, except I didn't have time to practice, and I want to practice first.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's what it's like for me. Truck living
Yeah.
to his namesake, Zool. That's interesting, Wolflane. There is no Dana, only Zool. Yeah, I like that Microsoft bought Ninja Theory as well. Like so far,
Yeah,
Microsoft
that's
has
a big deal.
they have a bad track record of underutilizing developers they buy. Like I don't know how many. Can anyone actually feel confident in Microsoft's buying of developers? Like,
No, I would be scared if I was that developer. I mean, if I was the owner, I'd probably feel good because I
yeah,
made a lot of money, but
you cashed out.
right. No, they were awful with the smaller indie developers that they bought early in the generation.
Yeah, and they bought Rare, which was a big developer, and
Oh
they
yeah.
always have consistently just blown Rare, like they have, and not in the sexy way. They have completely underutilized Rare. Right at first, when the 360 launched, they did Jetpack Refueled, which was a good sequel to Rare's Jetpack series, and just a smaller game, you know, a little 50 megabyte game, and it was good. And they've never done anything like that since then, you know, and they should have done a small scale Battletoads like that. And I mean, like every
Yeah.
year, they could do a game in a Rare series, small scale, make money off it, and then you feel like, oh, yeah, okay, Rare still is around doing Rare things. But is Sea of Thieves like a Rare game? No, it's not. So where are we? We're right up here. This map is too complicated.
Yeah, them buying Ninja Theory is. I mean, I haven't played. What's it called? Hellblade. Is that what the new one's called?
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but a lot of people like it. So it sucks that like a big developer like that'll go exclusive. But we'll see if they even release a game again.
Yeah. It's not 100% guaranteed, people.
No, it is not.
Oh, great, I died. And I lost money as a result of dying. That sucks. Hey, Torky, yes, I am very happy about the new Battletoads, but I mean, it's been too long coming, you know, like
Yeah,
they
it
should have
took
done that Battletoads years ago.
this should have been 2 years ago. The introduction PowerPoint or whatever you want to call it, with just words on it, and then the game should have come out before last year's E3.
That's exactly right, Tyler. Exactly. I should
Because
have.
people were talking about it and the rumors about Battletoads that long ago.
Yeah, and what did they do with it? Yeah, they put a Battletoad in Killer Instinct, and that's neat, but it's not enough.
And they put him in a Shovel Knight too, I think.
Oh yeah, which is cool. But
Yeah,
again,
that
those are
was
just
actually a fun level. But again, yeah, it's not nearly enough.
little bonuses.
Mm-hmm. And Brian mentioned 343, and I'm not sold on 343. Like Halo Master Chief Collection was kind of a mess at launch.
Yeah, and if you get it now, I imagine you would be very satisfied.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
you'd have like hundreds of hours of enjoyment out of it if you're into the multiplayer and stuff.
Yep, and even just all the campaigns. You got 4 huge campaigns to go through.
Yeah. And a lot of people like to play it multiple times once on Legendary or whatever.
Agreed. Right, but at the time it was like the multiplayer was very broken, etc., and it was just a mess.
Yeah. Lightspeed and Dark 6 are asking if it's still a mess. I don't know. I haven't played it.
No, as far as I know, they've fixed it all up, and all the major issues are gone. And like, they still do surveys about it. Like, I'll get a survey every now and then asking what you think of it, etc. You know, like they seem to really care about it, even now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, but at least Bungie went on to do greater things, right?
Well, I mean, some people really like Destiny, but other people are quite disappointed with it. So it's kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah, I mean, it's far from universal acclaim. Especially the second one, which I guess a lot of people are not happy with.
Yeah, I mean, and I liked what I played of it. I got to go to press events and stuff, so they wined and dined us. I miss those press events, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the thing about the press events is, like, even though I wasn't making any kind of money from writing, you know, not enough for what it did to my life and all that, at least for a little while I could feel like I really mattered and like I was really special, you know what I'm saying? And like, you don't get that at a lot of jobs.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, like no wonder you like Destiny 2 if they wined and dined you and flew you across the country and put you up for a couple days, you know?
Yeah, it has an influence. If I had been the one to review it, which I was not, right? I don't think I was.
I don't think you did, no.
Yeah, but if I'd been the one to review it, I still would complain about every little issue I found, because that's, you know, like I don't do a review where I overlook things, you know, like that would be wrong. But it just kind of has an impact on like your thinking about a game.
Oh yeah. It can't not have at least some sort of impact. And a lot of it is I know Windows Central wasn't huge on previews, but a lot of those sites, like the previews, are as big as the reviews, and the previews can sometimes be just as important to a game sale as an actual review.
Beat the level. We're
nice.
Right on. And we've got about 20 more minutes to go, guys.
Yeah, some of the new Destiny updates are actually getting hardcore Destiny fans back into Destiny too, so that's good. Forsaken, and I forgot what the other one was called, but some people were liking that one too.
Yeah, I'd really like to spend some time just going back and soaking in some Destiny. I would have a lot of fun with that. Problem, you know, like I've because of school, I've laid off of Gems of War, which I was really into for a little while, because it's so addictive. But you know, now I've got Super Bomberman R that I really want to play. Taiko Drum Master obviously would be nice to spend some time playing that. I just reviewed Space Hulk Deathwing for PlayStation 4, and I would like to play more of that too, because even though I think I only give it a 6.5, although everybody should go read that review and comment on it. But even though I only gave it a 6.5, I actually do like the game, and I want to see the end of it. I just wasn't able to get to the end in the amount of time I had. But you know how that is, Tyler. Have you ever had to review a game just to do it in a timely manner and just go back and finish it later?
Only one or two. But yeah, I have had to do it before.
Too much Gems of War, Thyrenia says. Yeah, I mean, like, Gems of War, it's constant fun. I love that style of game, and it has so much stuff to do, and I really like that. But I was in a guild, and they kicked me out for inactivity, even though I told them that I had classes for 3 weeks. I'm like, look, I got classes for 3 weeks, I'll play when I get back. And they still kicked me out, so I'm like, okay, forget Gems of War for a while.
Yeah, I enjoyed what I played at Gems of War for sure. Like it's it's cool how they've like built the puzzle quest style around like a universe or like being, you know, guilds and like this kind of persistent type of gameplay. It's really clever because that sort of actual game can be so addictive.
Exactly. I mean, like, they've taken core addictive gameplay and they've as the backbone, and they built so much off of it, and they've added so much since launch. Like, if you only played it when if you only played it at launch, which is when I first played it, then you go back and it's like, whoa, I don't know how all these new things work, but it's fun to learn all those things.
Yeah, it's a really good idea, a really clever idea. I hope they've seen a little bit of money from it because it's really a cool thing to do.
They'd better have. Yay, I can upgrade my
Yeah,
armor.
I've never
Yes.
beaten a Puzzle Quest
Aw.
game, but I played a lot of the first one and a little bit
Oh.
of the second one.
I beat part 1 on Nintendo DS and Xbox 360.
Nice. I never beat either of them. They're very long games, which is a good thing. It gives you a lot of content, but they're very long games.
Indeed they are. Thyrenia, you don't want to install the game and join us for a mission? Because I think there might still be time to do that. There's no way this is a
Oh,
big download.
I haven't played the Marvel one, Marvel Puzzle Quest.
Ah, well, you remember we did a stream of it, and it's
Yeah, I won a code for it.
well, then you really should. But I mean, it's a fun game, but the stuff around it is completely uncompelling. You know, so it's
Oh, is
like,
it? It's not very interesting beyond
yeah,
the core gameplay.
there's all this story, but the way it's told with only talking heads is like impossible to care about the story. And yeah, there's so many playable characters, but you're highly incentivized to just stick with the same team throughout the entire game because otherwise they'll be underleveled. You
Mm,
know, I mean, it's just a real
yeah,
shame. Why can't I do a new
gotcha.
mission?
Um,
Oh, because I played multiplayer. It says joining. Somebody's joining my game, I think. Let's see.
oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Wolfblade is. Well, Wolfblade, you can play with me. That would be fine. So did someone actually join my game? I don't. It said
There's
joining, but now
this.
I don't see anyone.
There's a star over the helicopter. Can you just go talk to the helicopter?
That just means you can talk to him and he'll say something different.
Oh, I watched a comic book movie this week.
What'd you watch?
The Wolverine.
Oh, the one in Japan?
Yes.
Did you watch the regular or the director's cut, the unrated cut?
Pretty sure it's regular. Like, it definitely felt like PG-13. I didn't know there was an unrated cut, but
Oh,
that would
yeah.
probably be cool.
The unrated cut is better. Like,
Yeah, I would assume so.
it adds a lot of blood to the fights, which just makes them more fun to watch, but also, like, it extends some of the fights and makes the whole movie better.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought it was messy in parts. But
The
it was the
last
last
third.
yeah, it was the last X-Men movie that I hadn't seen, so now I've seen all the X-Men
Ah.
movies, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad you didn't get to watch that before you watched Logan, because it makes Logan more powerful, I think.
Yeah, but isn't Logan set in the other timeline?
No, Logan is a direct sequel to the Wolverine. It's just in the
Oh, is it?
future. Yeah.
Uh,
But no, the Wolverine is not terrible. X-Men Origins Wolverine is the terrible one. The Wolverine is the good one, where they turned it around. You know, it's directed by James Mangold, director of 3:10 to Yuma, and it's a good movie. So is
yeah,
she...
it's certainly not nearly as bad as X-Gens.
Yeah. Oh, did you say Origins correctly? Bless your heart.
Did I? I don't
I
know.
think you did. All right.
Pretty sure. Maybe I've learned Origins.
So let's try a different type of mission. We got neutralize and a gathering mission.
Try to do a boss mission. Oh, I don't know if either of those are boss missions.
Yeah, it's neutralize or gathering. Let's just do neutralize. I guess that's more interesting. Alright, so I think we just have to kill 8 snipers. Okay, that sounds fun.
And also, I didn't know that there were new X-Men movies coming, but I'm excited for those.
Yeah, they see, the thing is, the newest one that's coming will be from Bryan Singer, and I think people, besides the fact that he is, you know, he's very questionable, some of his behaviors, you know, like he casts these twinks, which is like young, sexy boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think everybody knows that he's gay, but he casts, like, people and supposedly has, like, pool parties with him and stuff, and, like, there's some real questionable behavior on his part. And he's been accused of some bad things, but not, like, a ton to where it, like, has totally burned his career.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people have generally kind of soured on him, and he's not a good director. Like, his movies, you know, some of his movies are good, but I think it's more happenstance than because of any kind of directorial skill.
So, yeah, and I don't know him about a director, but I'm less cold on him than you are because he's done a lot of X-Men movies, and I've liked most of the ones he did.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's one of those guys who doesn't like the comic booky elements. So, for instance, he did the horrible X-Men Apocalypse, and I would say Apocalypse just isn't a good movie. You know, like X-Men 1 and 2, you can see how they, even though they're very dated in some ways and they're embarrassed of their comic book roots, they're still good movies, I would say.
Oh, I
But
like X2 a ton.
but did you like Apocalypse?
I didn't hate
Oh
Apocalypse.
boy, I hated it.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
so
hated
bad.
X3 a lot more than I hated Apocalypse.
Oh wow, really? Yeah, like X3 is a very troubled movie as well, but like X3, you know, Singer left it kind of midway through production,
Right.
and so it had real production problems, and Brett Ratner just kind of finished it up, and Brett Ratner is not a good director either.
I get Bryan Singer and Brett Ratner confused a lot, I think.
That's funny. Let's see, I want to go to the right first and then hook my way down, I think is what I want to do. Lightspeed Halo, no, they haven't fixed the online mode of Sega Genesis Classics. I don't think they ever will.
Yeah, I don't think they will
Yeah,
either.
that developer just doesn't know how to do online, you know? Like, whoever they have on that is not a good programmer. But on the other hand, it's worth buying just because so many freaking games and fun achievements and trophies. So, I still recommend it. Let's see. And, you know, I want to do a giveaway stream for that game, and I've asked my contact, because, you know, I'm, like, decently close with Sega.
Mm-hmm.
But they're busy with E3, so they haven't been able to answer. I'm going to bug them about it in a week or so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, there's one down. These missions are fun. Like, I like how you know what your objective is, and you just have to go do it, and if you want, you can mess around some, but then again, you do have the timer, unfortunately, that discourages that.
Yeah, I do think it's like the same world, right? Like just it's large, and so you only see a portion of it at a time.
There may be completely different maps. Like, I feel like this...
Okay,
I don't think
maps.
this map
Yeah.
is the same one that I was in last mission.
Okay.
But surely there's only a fixed number of maps, period.
Right. But I mean, it does go to show that you can have fun with it without having to learn the ins and outs of every single system, which I think there might be one or two too many that they implemented.
Yeah, like it was really daunting at first, but now that I'm just completing missions and I see how they work, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and no doubt that the environment looks the same, Brian.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think there are a few different environments.
I hope so.
I just don't think Paul has gotten like a second one unlocked yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I feel like it might be one huge map that I figured out eventually, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it's definitely 100% not the same map I was on because
It's
like
not.
there
You're
are all
sure
these doors that connected to different levels and stuff, and that's not in this map.
Okay.
No, guys, it's the same background. It is not the same map. I promise you. Didn't you guys all see there are all these doors and there was a high level and a low level? Those things are not in this map.
You sure they're not just at another part of the map?
I mean, I'm pretty sure because I look at the map and I see. Yeah, as far as I know, he is Icky. Let's see. Yeah, I guess he can keep the prize, Icky. We had a problem with somebody winning a code and he didn't stick around. I do not understand why people enter a contest and don't stick around and see if they won or not.
Yeah, that's weird.
Can you imagine anything happening in your life, Tyler, that would cause you to do that?
Over like the course of 2 minutes from when you enter to when the winner is announced.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's odd, but I don't know. That's strange. Does Crash have 3,000 gamer score?
It does.
Player? Oh, good.
Isn't that sweet?
Cool. I mean, it has three platinums on PlayStation, so that's good.
Rad. Yeah, I didn't know PlayStation games ever did that.
Yeah, the collections do. Yeah.
Sweet. And yes, I may very likely get at least one copy to stream. It would probably be a pre-stream deal since probably they would not give us giveaway copies, but I will work on it, guys. I'll try. I would think that PlayStation 4 copies might be a little bit easy to come by since it's been out for a while, if they still have codes.
Yeah. Yeah, the Crash series is like those games are awesome. I cannot wait for Spyro.
Yes.
And I know Spyro's different than Crash, but I'm still looking forward to it.
Same. Yeah, I mean they show a lot of honor for the original game. Again, with the Crash, they did mess up the physics a little bit, but it didn't break the game or anything. Oh, what is that? It's an item.
Switch codes exist. Yeah, I didn't have too many issues, but I never played the old Crash games anyway, so I wouldn't have anything to compare it to.
Lightspeed Halo, we did once have a Switch giveaway. Actually, a total of 2 times we've had some kind of Switch code. But they're harder to come by because a lot of sites are interested in reviewing Switch games, so
Yeah.
they get used.
Well, and right now the Switch is in that position where like people are buying all the games that come out for it, basically.
Yep.
So they can't be giving away too many extra codes because that's like literally giving away sales.
There's Platinum Maestric. He woke up. Good, Platinum Maestric. Don't do that again, bro. One more sniper and I win the level. And let's see where he is.
You were in this map before. Remember the beer bottles?
Oh, that explains it. Yeah, no, I believe I have been in this map because I remember like this little structure.
But you're saying it wasn't the same map as last time.
Yeah, there's at least
Okay.
more than one variation of the map.
Okay.
The music is some very good NES style music. Not as good as that one game oh man, I died. Alwa's Awakening, that was the game. It's a Steam game that I mentioned once. Like, I haven't done a stream of it, but Alwa's Awakening has, like, seriously good Castlevania quality music.
Nice.
Yeah, and this music isn't that good, but it's still good. Like, it really feels like what you would hear in a classic NES game. Yeah, and the structure of game, it reminds me a lot of G.I. Joe, Capcom's G.I. Joe for NES, which was a very good, impressive game.
I never played that.
It was nice, you know.
Batman.
Oh, the NES Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad game. I wouldn't say they're all that similar, but G.I. Joe, it had 5 playable characters, you know, Snake Eyes, Duke, and a couple others, and they all had their own unique powers and stuff, and the levels were big and non-linear, and it was a good game.
Nice. Yeah, I did not even know it existed.
There's even a part 2. And there was an arcade G.I. Joe game, which is good, but not the same at all. Okay, what am I going to do about this stupid drill enemy? I'm just going to run past it.
The drill looks so cool.
Oh no, I don't know how to get up this thing. Oh, I can't just get up it. I have to go. That sucks. This is a one-way only kind of path.
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay, guys, we're getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Please remember that we do this stream every Saturday of the year at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Central, where I live. Tyler lives in a pretend time zone, so it's not.
I'm in that one time zone that's in between all the important time zones.
Yep, what a wiener of a time zone. Man, I have all this booze I haven't drank. I gotta finish it before I have to go to work.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
Well, I'm not going to waste it. Alright, so let's just have a drink. What else you been up to, Tyler?
I watched the original Blade Runner.
Oh, nice. How'd you like it?
It was okay. It's a little slow here and there.
Yeah, it's definitely a little too slow-paced. Not a bad movie, though. Not bad at all.
No, it's pretty good. I'm excited to watch the new one. I hear the new one's quite good.
Yeah, and you know, the Blu-ray is on sale for like $10. At least it was a couple days ago. So,
nice.
Yeah, it's worth considering, because you get a digital copy, too. If you sell the digital copy, like say you don't need the digital copy, then you can...
I get the Blu-ray for super cheap.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to do that. Now I actually want the digital copies, you know, but every now and then I'll sell the 3D disc sometimes.
What like outlet do you redeem your digital copies on? Voodoo?
Well, if Movies Anywhere supports the code, I do it there, because that way it's guaranteed to work with all the other Movies Anywhere places, which includes Voodoo, Amazon, and Fandango now.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, then Voodoo.
Okay.
Yeah, because like initially my loyalty was to Amazon, but actually Voodoo has way, way more sales on digital copies. So,
yeah, Voodoo has like good sales. Like they have like weekly sales almost. It seems
you're right. Every weekend they have a bunch of movies for $5 that are normally 10 or higher. So Voodoo's the way to go for movies.
Like if you're gonna buy the digital copy.
Yes. Like Which I do when for instance, the digital copy often is cheaper than the Blu-ray,
Right, right, right.
and like I like to have the physical Blu-ray, but a lot of times I haven't even seen the movie, and I just want a way to see it, and I'm not so concerned about special features or picture
Hmm.
quality. So I'll just get the $5 Blu-ray sale, and I mean the Vudu sale, and I'm quite happy with it. And
For
then
sure.
later on, if I really liked that movie, then perhaps I'll get the Blu-ray. Okay, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Good. Good luck, everybody. We do this every
Yes.
weekend. We do it because we love you guys, and you can thank us by donating during the stream, and you can thank us by reading my articles and leaving positive comments on them. That always helps me out. By the way, Co-Optimus actually paid me a little bit for my recent reviews, which was very nice of him.
Nice.
Yeah, when I pre-ordered that Sonic toaster, that was with Co-Optimus money.
Oh, cool.
Yes. And in case people didn't know about this, I talked about it in Discord. And again, you all should use our Discord. But Sega is producing a Sonic the Hedgehog toaster, and it burns a little Sonic the Hedgehog face on every piece of toast it makes, and it's $35 shipped. There's a little bit of a premium there, but it's so cool. Yes.
It's a fun collectible.
Yeah, and you could be
You can't
toasting
be
around at
faulted
the
for
speed
that,
of
yeah.
sound. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes I like to buy random collectibles that are fun like that.
and I needed a toaster. Like, we do not have a toaster right now. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer. No, it is not a waste of money. It is a cool toaster, and when it makes toast, that toast will make me happy. So it is worth it.
Tell Brian that his amiibos are a waste of money.
Yeah, what are you going to do with all those amiibos, Brian? You going to rub them on your, I don't know, your armpits or your nipples or something? I don't think so. Sonic Toast. Yeah, no, again, I needed a toaster anyway. Is a 4-slice toaster more practical? Yes, but on the other hand, doesn't have Sonic space. And I love Sega and I love Sonic. Even
Yeah,
though
too bad it's not Mario and actually a good game. Then it would have been a cool toaster.
you're dead to me, Tyler.
Those
You have that
Sonic games
Sega.
are such a pain in the ass to play.
I think they're a lot of fun. Like
They're
Sonic One.
gorgeous looking. Even playing that game again, the Sega classics, man, the Sonic games look good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they
sorry.
have so much parallax scrolling and so much
Mm-hmm.
personality in the sprites. Good, great color choices. The
Yeah,
music
no doubt
also is
on that.
very good in 1 and 2. Um, you know, is that the case? Are toasters even $10? I think like the very crappiest toaster you can get is maybe $10. Like it's more a regular toaster is going to be 15-ish usually. I would say. 4-slice toaster about 25. And yes, I'd rather have a 4-slice toaster, but nah, Sonic Face can't resist. And sometimes you just have to support things you believe in. Like if you think they're doing something neat, then support them. Just like you guys support our stream by tuning in, and the coolest among you support it by commenting on the articles and chatting in the Discord. These are things we wish everybody would do, but not everyone is quite that cool. Sad to say. Yay! Congratulations. Yeah, whoever won the PlayStation 4 and Steam codes, please redeem those codes right away so we can learn if they work or not. Because we didn't forgot to test the PS4 code and the Steam code. There's no way to test them.
Yeah, you can't test Steam codes. That's annoying.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to do the little official wrap up, and then we're just gonna keep talking for a minute because I have to finish my drink. Is everybody okay with that? So, guys, this has been Mercenary Kings for Xbox One. It is also on PlayStation 4, Switch, and Steam, so you can get it on practically everything. It is
Vita too.
Oh, and Vita, yeah. It is a big, really cool action platformer with some exploration elements, and, it's non-linear. There's lots of different missions you can pick, etc. And it's got 4-player online and local co-op, so, it's a big, cool game. I would love to play with some of you winners sometimes. If anybody won and they want to keep in touch with me via Discord, then feel free to, and we'll get a game going sometime. Because that would be a lot more fun, like Tyler said.
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's better with others.
And does anybody know how much the game costs?
$20, I think.
I have a feeling it's less, but even 20 would be a fair price for how complex and big it is.
Yeah, I think it's 20.
Yeah, and let's see, what's the Tribute Games is the developer and publisher?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so thank you, Tribute, for this game. It's been very enjoyable. Thank you, Tyler, for your co-hosting.
Yep, happy to be here.
Excellent. Thank you, Picked Apart and Homie Drew, for your cheers. Really, really appreciate that. And Icky for running the contest and always just being a great pal. We'll see you guys all next weekend. And whatever you do, don't hate, appreciate.
See ya.
I'm used to pointing a certain way and having the camera be different. It just confuses me.
Well, that still should hold SOBs at least.